Hello and welcome to Comics and Cleats, the weekly fantasy football podcast that the Minnesota Comic Exchange hosts. I'm gonna bring on our co-host, the Coach Chris, and the main guy in charge of the exchange,
Howdy, howdy.
and Commissioner Jordan, the commissioner of the Fantasy League and one of the admins of the Minnesota Comic Exchange.
Hello, good evening.
So, how's everyone doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Not bad.
Sounds good. So let's. Are any of us gonna watch the game tonight? I mean, this is a very lackluster game.
Nope.
So.
Sharing this to the group really quick.
Yeah, I doubt it. I'm perfectly comfortable seeing the results in box score fashion afterward.
To see if your team did anything, basically, if you had any players going.
I, out of desperation, have to start Sam Howell. Not proud of it.
Well, that's not for the ESPN league, right?
No, that's for a different league that's outside of our MCE leagues, but still, it hurts. It's a sad moment.
Yeah, I'm looking at your team, Chris, and you have nobody going tonight as well. So you have
Oh,
no
I'm
need to watch
glad.
that game.
I'm glad. Yeah.
It looks like my team currently has Herbert for Chicago going tonight. So I gotta keep an eye on that game, but I'm just playing him because I have no running backs right now.
Yeah. I got 3 people out on bye week. Not really important people, but I got a lot of a lot of cues next to some key players of mine.
Yeah, bye weeks are here. It's starting to make things interesting.
Yeah.
Again.
Let's get them over with, though.
So, like, the reason I ask if you're gonna watch the game tonight is because tonight is the first episode of Loki. And I kind of feel like a lot of us who are on the exchange might further watch Loki over Washington and Chicago. Do you have any plans to watch Loki this week or at all? So
Yeah, I thought the first one was great. The whole series, I loved it. So as long as I can find time tonight, I'm gonna catch that one.
how's it going, John?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
You rocking the Stephon Diggs jersey?
Yeah, Spectrum sucks.
We are not sponsored by Spectrum. Just give everyone's a head up.
Don't use Spectrum; they suck.
So John, we were talking about watching tonight's game or watching Loki tonight.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I like the first season of Loki. I thought it was
Really
good.
cool. Yeah, I think Loki and She-Hulk are my 2 favorite MCU shows.
Yeah.
So, I know Chris can respect that. So.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I like Loki a lot.
If whoever's watching this, if you're in the chat, let us know what your favorite MCU show has been. I know this is football talk, but also let's talk comics too, right? So we were also talking about tonight's game too. And John, do you have anybody that you're keeping an eye on tonight?
Ooh.
I'm looking at your team right now, and there's no one from.
No, there's really no one playing for me, so I really don't have a whole lot. So I'll probably, if I do watch anything, I might go. To be honest, guys, like with the baby, I haven't even finished Ahsoka yet. So if I watch anything, I might try watching that to get caught up.
Yeah. How far behind are you?
What's that?
How far behind are you on Ahsoka?
I'm 3 episodes behind.
Well, cancel the next segment going over the end of Ahsoka.
Yeah. Do not touch upon that for me.
Yeah, you're not in our other chat, but someone almost talked about Ahsoka when it came out. So.
Yeah, no, I need to stay away from. That's the hardest thing is like with spoilers. Like every time I go through my feed, people are talking about the latest episode, everything like that.
You're like, don't stop. So.
Well, I think you should prioritize Ahsoka over Commanders and Bears.
Yeah.
Well, John, you do have someone going tonight in the Yahoo League.
Yeah, but that team's shit, as you know. It's horrible.
Yeah,
In my defense, I did not draft that team. Yahoo drafted that team.
We were talking about that before you hopped on about the Yahoo leagues. How one of us may eventually jump up and do something. So
it's not going to be this squad. I mean, it's so bad. I mean, Jamar Chase has just killed me in that league. You know.
Well, Chris is the only one that's not in the Yahoo league in this group right now.
But still, I think we can all understand Jamar Chase has been a huge disappointment in fantasy land.
Mm-hmm.
Says he's always open.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
throw him the damn ball.
It's Keyshawn Johnson though, so
it's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean that league, as you know, because I was messaging you last night, Kyle. I'm like, that team is just fucking horrible. Like I don't think I've won. Or wait, am I the only team that's winless still
you're
in that
the
league?
only team that has not won a game in that league.
Yep.
So
I didn't want to bring it up.
yeah. I was happy that I got the victory last week. I'm like, I'm gonna at least have one win this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping that maybe this will be my weekend, but
so with this being week 4 of the ESPN league, we're at the quarter mark of the year so far. So all of us here and whoever jumps on later, I'm gonna ask the same question. How do you feel about your team in ESPN right now?
I'll go first.
Jordan, you got it?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'll raise my hand on this one. I feel good. I mean, 3-1. Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp on the bench. Got some reinforcements coming. Pretty heavy bye week this week, so gonna have to work around that. But I think the future is bright.
Your team's scary, Jordan. When I looked at that team,
he's getting a leg break next week.
Jonathan Taylor.
Not him himself. Somebody on his team. Probably Cooper Kupp. But
Cooper comes back too soon.
McCaffrey right now is just tearing it up. Looking at that team.
Yeah, and he's Jordan. John. Technically, you're second in ESPN right now.
Yep.
In the power rankings.
I'm not. I thought you went you, Jordan, and then me.
No, so because
you're your conference leader.
You're the conference leader. Oh. So you're number 2 in the league now. So,
all luck, man.
So I mean, with all 3 of us,
it should be 4-0 if it wasn't for Johnny.
Well, hopefully he comes on later and you two can just butt heads about that. So
I'm still waiting for him to take me to Issues to buy me that comic.
What comic are we talking about here?
I gave him shit because Chris brought it up when he beat me that weekend. I'm like, yeah, he took away first place, so at least you can bring me to Issues to get me a comic. He never responded.
So you're saying there's no agreement to that?
Mm-mm.
There's a
just
handshake
checking.
deal. So
no, I could at least try though, right?
I mean, dude, I'm looking at what you did last week to Jason, and you annihilated Jason. I mean, Jordan annihilated Dustin.
I gotta annihilate Jason this week. That's what I have to do.
Hopefully he's not watching. He's gonna rip some of my comics in the list.
He's just gonna sneak a razor blade in the corner and just a bunch of them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I lucked out last weekend. My guys, mostly Diggs, had almost 50 points, I think, from that game.
Went off, yeah.
And he carried me. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had that big of a margin, I don't think.
If honestly, if you take into consideration, it would be a tied game.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm looking at your team right now, and Russell Wilson, Alexander Mattison, Isaiah Pacheco, Zach Ertz. It's kind of like you.
Dude, my tight ends.
Yeah, I mean, if you get Freiermuth back, he might be fine, but.
My tight ends have been horrible for me. So I mean, basically, Russell Wilson, he's helped because he, the last last weekend. He did good. God, who did they go against? Miami. When they played Miami, he didn't do shit for me. That was the weekend I faced off against Johnny. But the other weekends, he's gotten me points, which I've desperately needed. And then, again, Diggs, he carried me last weekend. And then CD Lamb did good, I think, the first 2 weeks for me. But he hasn't done, I don't think, a whole lot the last 2 weeks, actually, for the Cowboys. So.
Hey, Chris, you have some camera problems?
I'm cool with being blurry. I have another camera, but I don't want to.
Got seen you going in and out while John's talking. I'm like, what's happening here?
It's like lost its autofocus, apparently.
I know.
Kyle, looks like you had a close one last week.
Yeah. I was waiting until Jericho was to hop on to talk about that a little bit. 8
Okay,
point.
yeah, we can wait for that.
If he
Let
does
him
hop
defend
on,
himself.
Ooh,
So-
yeah, you did have a close one, didn't you?
Yeah, and that's why I do not like looking at the projections, because I was supposed to just kill Jericho that week. But like he's got Raheem Mostert, who didn't do much, but DJ Moore did 29.1 points and Josh Jacobs 27. So
Jordan, you almost won by 100.
Almost.
so we were talking about our boiled chicken of the week, and Jordan already nominated just Dustin's team.
Yeah, sorry, Dustin. The numbers don't lie.
We need to get 1.1 from a tight end and 0 from a kicker.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's
but
not
I mean,
great.
John, you know about tight ends. So, but Chris, you haven't talked about how you feel about your team. You're what, 2-2 now?
Yeah, my team just has to perform.
Oh.
That's pretty much it.
I think we got Patrick Mahomes, who hasn't been his regular self this season.
No, he's definitely not consistent.
And you took bad advice last week by starting Aaron Jones.
It's hard to say because Kamara came out and killed it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely a welcome addition. Kind of got some weirdness with the bye week and tight end. We'll see how it goes.
Is Debo injured right now, Chris?
He's not practicing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But he plays Monday, but I gotta know before noon on Saturday or Sunday. So,
He came into last week questionable too, for whatever that's worth.
yeah.
I mean,
definitely did.
When he plays, he's putting numbers up for you too, though. Debo.
Yeah.
22 and 27 in week 2 and week 3 against the Rams and Giants, and got Dallas this week. Could be a great game.
That's why they think he will play, because it's against Dallas.
Yeah. No, overall, I mean, with you getting Kamara back, Mahomes is going to get into form in the middle of the season. Aaron Jones might start performing well. Devontae's always good. Like Jordan, your team looks scary going into the middle of the season now.
What can I say? That was the plan.
So let's just kind of stay on this. I'm going to share the standings real quick so we actually can look at it. As it takes a long time to load up here.
Are you using Spectrum?
Well, Xfinity. So
they're getting no love in this show. Calling out right now.
Okay, maybe we can get a sponsorship from Xfinity and then get you hooked up with Xfinity.
There you go.
So going through here, we like I said, we have myself and Jordan at a tie of 1 and 2 in the West, and then John Palm, you're starting to get a little lead in the East. So we're feeling confident going into the middle of the season.
I don't see what you guys are seeing on Jordan's team. I don't think he has like a way better team than anybody in this chat.
Well, I think we're just being nice to Jordan.
Oh.
No, I love I mean, he's going to get Cup back if he stays healthy.
Yeah.
And then McCaffrey, the way he's been going off, I mean, he's been phenomenal, I think, for you, hasn't he, Jordan?
He has been. And then someone else that seemed like a good value pick at the time, so I grabbed him, didn't really know what to expect, was Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
That's really one of the
Yeah.
guys that has helped make it. And, well, Dallas Cowboys defense has been not too
defense.
shabby.
And plus, you have in Trevor Lawrence and Richardson is a nice switch off too.
Yeah, Richardson, I think, is an emerging young stud. I mean, we'll see if he's just had moments of brilliance or if he can make that sort of performance a trend. But against Buffalo defense, going to go ahead and sit Trevor Lawrence and roll the
Yeah.
dice on Richardson against Tennessee this week.
California.
Let's see. What other observations? Be interesting.
You said that you might cut Kareem soon.
I might, because I mean, I got three guys on bye, including him. I need to be prepared for something to happen. This is really wishful thinking with having Taylor and Cup in my roster. So I'm gonna have to be prepared to do something. We'll see. And it'll be interesting to see what Cowboys defense can do against San Francisco. I mean, they're graded as the toughest offense to play against, but they've just been so good that just roll them out there and see what happens.
Hey, I made the mistake of betching Buffalo's defense last week because they're facing Miami, and they outperformed whoever. I can't remember who I picked up last week, but they outperformed them. So to answer your question, Chris, I think Jordan just drafted for the future. It felt like you kind of knew what to expect going in. Like the first 4 weeks might be a little difficult getting Cup, getting Taylor. So
yeah, I mean, I was optimistic about Cup, a little overly optimistic. I think I grabbed him in the second round, and it was the night that the news came out that he had come to Minnesota to get checked out at Mayo Clinic. But at the end of the day, things have been going well. Happy to be with a 3-1 record after an expected, maybe underperforming patch, and hopefully getting ready for strong middle of the season and playoff finish.
So should we wait until Johnny comes on, or should we talk about his team real quick?
I don't know if he's coming.
All right, so let's talk about Johnny's team. How do you feel about Johnny? Because I'm talking about Johnny because he's a regular guest on the show. How do you feel about his 2-2 record this year?
Let's see what we got.
So we have Jordan Love. For his QBs, we got Jordan Love and Baker Mayfield as the QBs.
I don't even like to predict till week 7.
Yeah.
Personally. I think he's in the race. I think the only people out of it are the people that are 1-3 right now.
Yeah. It's so early right now. It could go either way.
Well, that's why I like looking at this team, because he went heavy on those who are doing well right now with Puka and Williams. Do you think with Cup coming back, is Puka going to continue to have the numbers that he has?
No.
So
he's going to cut into it. Cup's going to cut into it, I think. But maybe not.
And it'll be interesting if he's more of a decoy first game back or what's happening. But once we get a couple weeks out, I think that's certainly going to be the case.
Yeah. I actually, let's look at the matchup between him and Maurice, and this even. I mean, both 123 each this week. I don't think we've ever had a matchup that was even this week.
What's interesting, I want to know why he removed his boys from Seattle from his lineup.
They're on bye.
They're on bye.
Oh, they're on the bye? Okay.
Yeah.
So I think Jenny might have chalked this one up as a loss if he was here to explain himself, whether he believes it or not. I think that's probably what he would say, but at the end of the day, win is a win, loss is a loss.
Yeah. But
that is true.
Like you said, I mean, you're not really going to count it until week 7. So you made a comment earlier about Joe's team, and
Yeah, it's not looking good for Joe.
unless Kirk Cousins can put up another massive game against KC, yeah, I'm not looking at any matchups that I'm scared about on his team right now.
I mean, he could drop 40 fantasy points and the Vikings lose.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, oh hey, by the way, congratulations on the Vikings for finally winning a game too. So we should start off by saying congrats to the Vikings and way to go Twins too.
Oh yeah.
Vikings are 1-3 now too. Yeah.
So maybe, hey, if Joe starts winning some more games, maybe they can match up the records. No, but if we're gonna talk about how we feel about teams, I feel really confident in my team going forward. I picked up CJ Stroud 2 weeks ago, and
Nice.
I feel like that is a nice complimentary pick to Jalen Hurts. So, I think going into this, I had no QBs. No round I drafted no QBs outside of Jalen. So we didn't know what to do for QBs, and suddenly he pops up. He's performed 2 great games in a row. So even if hopefully Jalen doesn't get hurt, at least we have CJ. So
With such a big investment in Jalen Hurts, I don't know that it makes a whole lot of sense to spend draft capital on other quarterbacks. So I would support that decision.
The only thing that I am not liking about my team is running backs. I feel like I went with 0 running back this year.
Yeah, I have Saunders in my Yahoo league, and he hasn't done a whole lot.
Oh, I think 10 points. He's averaging 10 points a game.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. When Jonathan Taylor wasn't playing, I actually enjoyed having Zach Moss on my team. But
yeah, I agree with your assessment.
He's got to get some healthy people.
So. What was that?
We're looking at his team. There's a lot of question marks.
Are you talking about Joe's team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about your team, but we can talk about Joe's team too.
Oh, we still got Joe's team up here.
That was both Joe on my team. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the left side.
So.
Yeah, this one might be a scheduled loss for our friend Joe, with Austin Eckler still out, Justin Herbert on gonna bye. So what's happening here? Looks like it.
Justin Herbert's on a bye. Eckler is out and on a bye.
Does that say that they're at? Does that say that you're running? Miles Sanders is averaging 10.7.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like my running backs at all. So
I'll trade you a running back.
So talking about trading, I'm gonna unshare the screen real quick. I keep getting offered. So we were talking about Yahoo, and John, like I said, you haven't won a game yet. Jordan and I've only won 1. Well, every time I face somebody, I end up getting a trade offer for Stephon Diggs for somebody that I don't even need. Like Stephon Diggs or Trevor Lawrence.
Who offered you that?
Trevor Lawrence on their team. I'm just like, Stephon Diggs is the best player on that team right now. I can get rid of him for a QB. So
in the Yahoo league?
Yeah, in the Yahoo league.
So. I was gonna say because that's Jordan. Otherwise,
Jordan wouldn't do that.
All that said, I would take Stephon Diggs for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean, at that time I had
that happened, Jordan. Sorry.
But yeah, I'm guessing we're focusing on ESPN because a lot of us who talk regularly are in that league. On Yahoo is the newest one. Is what we just started up this year. So that is like the baby, the infant of our fantasy leagues. And out of all of us here, does any of us enjoy Yahoo over ESPN?
I like ESPN better, actually.
I do like Yahoo better in general, but I'm fine with either.
Can you elaborate on that just a little bit. Just because like I don't like the interface. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I use it for other fantasy sports, and I'm used to it, and it doesn't bother me. Is probably the best explanation.
Yeah. Chris, looked like you were gonna say something about that.
I just don't like Yahoo.
No.
I actually just got like a warning that says if I don't log into my Yahoo email, they're gonna delete it forever.
That happened to me. So before Jordan sent me the link for the Yahoo League, I just completely got rid of all my Yahoo stuff. Like I used to play Yahoo Fantasy a lot, but I hated it so much. So and maybe
I need to
because
switch my email and get off of Yahoo too because it's a pain in the butt.
but hey, maybe it's just because we're losing is why we don't like Yahoo. But
I didn't mind it for basketball. I think that's where we played the basketball league, right?
we play basketball on ESPN.
Yeah, I play basketball leagues on Yahoo though, and I prefer it.
Now that we brought that up, do you wanna? I'm gonna show us. Do you want to dive into it, Jordan? About fantasy
Yeah.
Yahoo?
Yeah,
So-
let's do it. So we had our inaugural MC Fantasy Basketball League last year. We had 10 teams, and we're getting it going again for 2023. It's a weekly lineups, 9-category head-to-head league, and I know that we need one. Well, I think we need 2 managers right now. Need to survey the league from last year, make sure everyone's in. It was a 10-team league last year. We've already got 1 guy out and 1 replacement, and looking to make it a 12-team league this year. So hit us up if you have any interest. I'm sure you'll see some posts, and the draft is a week from Wednesday online.
And you had that March 18th,
Nice.
right? Not March 18th. October 18th.
I think so. That's a week from Wednesday.
Yep, October 18th. I'm looking at it right now. And
Yep, you got it.
John, are you playing again this year?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try.
Okay. I mean,
So you're saying last year you didn't try, and this year you're gonna try?
No, I had to
I'm
claw
saying
my way into 4th place last year.
it was between you and I last year,
Yeah.
4 and 5.
Yeah.
And I'll play too. What's for those who are going to be interested in this? Do we have a buy-in?
I think last year it was $30, something fairly nominal. So I would imagine it would be the same thing.
Also, I'm looking at your team, Jordan, and you destroyed everybody last year. You had a 110 and 52 record, and the rest of us are sitting around 80 wins each. Well,
I've done this before. What can I say? I'm always up for some new good competition. I'm sure you guys will get better with more practice. Give me a run for my money.
Well, to be honest, last year was the first time I played fantasy basketball in probably 10 years.
Me too.
So
Yeah.
how's it going, Jericho? So,
What's up? Damn
how
it.
you doing today?
I started to crash your thing, but I realized you guys were probably talking, and I wanted to make sure everyone knew that I would have kicked your ass if I would have started out Purdy, but I didn't, and so that's manager error. So
Thank you for your mercy.
Yeah, it's crap. It was crap. Just a bunch of trash players. Anyways, how's everyone doing? Sorry to barge in here.
Good.
No,
Good.
I love how we were actually talking about that game probably about like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, well, we don't need to recap that. I just want to admit managerial error on that loss. It stings, but when Kyle drafts in the top 2 spots and as a commissioner, you just have to assume he cheats. So that's what we're doing this week. We're assuming Kyle cheated, and that's how we go forward.
I cheated. I'll just say it.
I'm happy we're on the same page.
So,
Kyle is not commissioner. Kyle did not cheat.
no.
Of course you didn't cheat. Sorry.
Cheetah.
We were actually all of us are talking about how we feel about our teams so far this year. Chris made a comment that he doesn't really think about to week 7. But how do you feel about your team right now?
Here's the deal. Last year, Burrows got warmed up after week 5, and he's really been rough. The rest of my team is okay. I could use some more strength, obviously, in receiver and running back, but the waiver wire is thin, and so we're gonna have to see if anyone's available for or looking for trades. But I don't know, 2-2, it could be a lot worse. But yeah, I
Hey.
give my team a C+ at the moment.
I'll trade you for a running back. I need a running back right now.
Do you? Well, we'll
Yeah.
talk offline, man. We don't need to consume the conversation.
So,
Hey, John
Everyone's-
Paul, how are you doing?
What's up, man?
Nice. I like the jersey. Who is that?
Diggs.
Robert Smith?
No. The only guy that's playing really well on my team right now.
That's not true, dude. You're second in the league.
Yeah, I know, man. That's pretty
Diggs is
strong.
carrying me.
Is it Jefferson?
No, it's Diggs. It's
It's,
Diggs' old
Oh,
Vikings
it's
jersey.
Diggs.
Oh.
See, your team's doing pretty well for, being drafted in a pretty much a cough syrup comatose. But don't think I won't forget that day. I lost to a man with fighting some COVID or something. I don't know what happened that night. But your team looks good.
Thanks, man. Hopefully they continue.
Yeah.
Fingers
Who's
crossed.
ahead of you? Sorry.
Who's ahead of me?
Yeah.
I'm only one game up on Chris and Johnny.
See?
So I would be 4-0 if it wasn't for Johnny, but
I'd be 3-1 if it wasn't for Kyle.
Johnny's role in life is to play spoiler. Just remember that. No, I'm kidding. I
have
thought
you
Jordan
offered
was
up Burrow
undefeated.
to him yet?
Jordan,
Johnny's probably right now in just waiting behind a corner to roll marbles out in front of somebody, and
Throw
then
some
just
banana
laugh,
peels.
dance away, prance away,
Why
What were
is
you
it
saying,
having
Jericho?
that laugh?
No, Jordan, what's your record?
It is 3-1 currently. A lucky 3-1.
Yeah, you say lucky. Who
Jordan-
else is anyone 4-0?
No
No.
one's 4-0 in this group. Nice thing is so we're talking about Yahoo and ESPN. In Yahoo, there's somebody currently in chat who hasn't won a game yet.
Oh.
But in my
Dominator.
defense, I did not draft that team. Yahoo drafted that team for me because I was sicker than hell.
AI is supposed to be better than that, man. Don't blame AI.
Yeah, to be fair, the other guy that missed the draft, Yahoo drafted his team, and he's 3-1.
What the hell?
You didn't pay enough to the AI gods.
I guess not.
But no, this league is more competitive than the Yahoo League, honestly.
Well, the Yahoo League is pretty competitive at the top. We're just not included in that.
Yeah, no one in this chat's included. So
Really?
Yeah, we got 4 teams that are 3-1 and 1 team that is 4-0. I'd say that's pretty darn competitive.
Yeah. Is anyone 4-0 in our league in the Yahoo?
No.
Oh, well, hold up. We're in ESPN. I'm in ESPN.
Yeah, we're ESPN, yeah. So Jericho, we have 2 leagues. We have ESPN and Yahoo for
I
MCD.
forget. And I play 2 leagues, 1 in each as well, but I'm not in our Yahoo.
Yeah.
How dare you?
How dare I?
Well, Chris, you're not either.
It's all right.
It's okay.
No, right now, at the bottom, at the butt of the league for ESPN, we have Issues, we have Sim Scoundrels, we have Robin Servold, we have Joe's team. So outside of that, everyone's 2-2 and 3-1. So
Jericho, does Joe have an explanation for us?
No, why? What happened with Joe? I missed that Carm's part of the combo.
Well, he's 1-3 and not performing strongly, and we're looking to understand why.
Jericho, didn't you say that he just welcomed a kid in?
Yeah, he just had a kid, so he's got a lot of other priorities going
That
on.
explains it.
Yeah.
He's
All
not
right, we can go with
managing his
that.
team. Yeah.
I mean,
John,
he's not. I mean, he's getting guys in there. He's making sure he's filling out his roster.
Yeah, but it's not as if I don't believe he's doing much research besides filling slots. I think that's where he's at the moment. So, Yeah, I can't speak for Joe, but he's busy with family.
We wish him well,
Yes.
unless we're playing him, and then we don't.
Which I'm
Now, I
playing.
saw Joe over the weekend, so he's doing all right.
Good.
Yes.
Nice.
Cool.
So since we have both Jordan and Jericho here, when we asked about how you feel about your team, you two are facing each other this week, and it's actually a fairly close game.
Yeah, we'll see. I think I have a couple people sitting. I don't want to pull up my team right now. I might lose connection with you guys, but
I look at the team right now. Oh.
Bring it up.
We can share it. There we go. So you have 127 Jordan and 122 Jericho.
yeah.
So
Well, here's the thing. So my Raheem Mostert is now splitting downs with A-Chain, right? And then Josh Jacobs finally had a good week last week. Hopefully he can carry that forward. But I mean, Terry McLaurin and DJ Moore for my receiving core. Kyle Pitts. I don't even like Kyle Pitts. He's got
no one likes Kyle Pitts.
I don't think Kyle
Saquon-
Pitts likes Kyle Pitts. That guy looks in the mirror and he's like, "What
I
are we
hate
doing
this
here?"
motherfucker.
Trust me, sharing a name with the guy, I understand.
Nah, man. And then who do I have in my flex? I'm running Saquon because I don't know if he's going to start. So the numbers might look even, but I personally have a lot of doubt on my side of the field.
But I mean, to counter that, Jordan has Jonathan Taylor and Cooper Kupp coming back.
Well,
I know.
allegedly,
Yeah,
but I need to be prepared for that to not happen.
Yeah, I think
think
those guys got to look out for Johnny with a bowl of marbles.
Johnny Marbles, yeah, watch out for him.
That should be his
Johnny
name.
Marbles.
So,
Yeah, but we'll see. My guys have been okay, but this is the first week of heavier buys, so we'll see.
well, I mean, you're
Yeah.
not hurt with Joe Burrows, by the way. So, and
Dude, I'm not starting Burrows. Burrows is gonna have to have 2 good weeks before you see him in my starting slot. So
or
Yeah,
hey,
I got some challenges on my side, but hoping for the best. I'm just gonna have to be prepared to make a last minute move or pivot just in case my guys returning from pup list aren't exactly returning.
honestly, I'm
Yeah.
hoping for more production out of Brock Purdy. If he can continue to throw out of the backfield to McCaffrey and even Elijah Mitchell, then we'll
Debo
get some points.
too. So
Debo.
yeah,
Yeah, Debo too. All of them.
he's got weapons to throw the ball to. That's the thing about Purdy.
Well, and Kittle has been quiet
Yeah.
for a league that has been using more tight ends. He is one of the top 5, top 3 easily. Has been pretty quiet. So, hold up. I don't think I have Kittle, so never mind. I was just bringing him up.
But it does make sense though for you to talk about Kittle by having Brock Purdy though. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
he's got targets.
Yeah.
let's be honest. If Johnny was on right now, he'd be giving Jordan a lot of crap for Darren Waller. So
That was the worst pick of my draft, but I think I made up for it in other spots.
Yeah, I can't say anything. I drafted Kyle Pitts.
True.
if Kyle Pitts was on any other team besides Atlanta, so
Yeah, I don't know. Atlanta's still been sort of weird.
Oh.
But hey, I apologize. I have to close up and do my thing. But you guys have a great evening, and I'll catch you guys online and whatnot.
talk to
See,
you
man.
Later, guys.
See you, man.
Peace.
We were actually extremely on time for once, by the way. We've got 20 minutes before 7. We usually are pushing it.
Well, what's the difference between this week and past weeks?
A Stephon Diggs jersey. So,
All right, that's fair.
are there any plans this weekend going around the comic community that you guys are going to?
I may try and hit up the Captain Jack sale that I thought was last weekend, but is really this weekend. Not a whole lot. It's kind of getting into the time of the year where I got to dedicate more time to yard work and other things.
Yep. Yard work, school, maybe hitting a couple places. We'll see.
It's best to just family, saving money, just staying at home right now. So
Yep, it's getting rough. Getting rough.
well, it's usually it's like Jordan makes comments that time of year, and it's that time of year you kind of have to buckle down, holidays, all that stuff happening. So no one's heading to Nerdin' Out then this week.
I got
Not
right.
Nora and I were talking about it. If things would have happened differently, probably would have gone to it. Honestly, I think the next show we're doing is probably Twin City Con. Maybe a day there.
Brett is going to Nerd Out Con with admin Mike, Anime Mike.
Which, if anybody from Nerd Out is watching, I mean, it's a good show to go to, especially in the Rochester area. Good vendors, good creators there. Just unfortunately, it feels like some of us don't have the time right now to make it down there to Rochester. And isn't there another show happening in October too?
MCBA.
MCBA, yeah.
MNCBA.
Yeah. So we may be talking about that. Upcoming weeks where we're going. Is there any books that you guys are picking up or on the hunt for right now?
I read Transformers #1 earlier when I bagged it. It's pretty good.
I asked Jason to put that in my poll list. Well,
got a couple links.
Nice.
So keep those for the future.
I decided I'm going to track down the end of the Marvel G.I. Joe run, so that should be interesting. I know some of those can get a little pricey.
Yeah, they do.
John, you haven't had anything? Not at the moment.
I need to dial it back, as you guys know, because of the government. They only are going to be open for 45 more days, and I have a feeling they're going to get shut down. So until they resolve that, I need to pull back. So
well, hopefully it gets resolved and you come out with a little nest egg to drop when the time comes.
Yeah. So right now, just need to save for the holidays and just wait and see.
Yeah. Right now, all I'm doing is I'm finally catching up on books. Being so far behind, having almost a year worth of books to catch up on. I'm still working my way through it.
Right.
The thing is, I do want to be Transformers. I love Danny Rowan Johnson. His writing and his art is fantastic. And you mentioned you have blank covers. Any creators that you'd want to do those covers?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. So
we'll just wait.
One thing we probably should plug, just to kind of dial it back a couple minutes to what's going on this weekend. Brad's got a garage sale going. 50-cent books. He's got a bunch of wall books. I know there's some posts about it over in Hudson. So if you're on the, in Western St. Paul, way Western St. Paul, way Eastern, getting my directions messed up. Eastern St. Paul, check them out.
And that's for those.
Good stuff.
Yeah, let's go big or go home.
That's right.
We just know him as Brad, but for those who seen his name, I think is he gonna be at FallCon too? If I believe correctly.
I believe so.
He's always got great books. Every time he's at a show, I end up buying a few copies from him. So
definitely has a ton of books.
Yeah.
And I think he's wanting them out of his garage. So go buy them.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
So I mean, John's like, I'm trying to save money. Shut the hell up right now.
That's going back to like cons and stuff. Like that's kind of where I'm at with that stuff. So like for me personally, I'm not really super big into going and seeing celebrities for autographs or pictures. I really would honestly, if I had $500 right now, I'd go find the nicest copy of one of the early Hulks I need, probably 3, 5, or 6. That's what I would do if I had $500 to spend right now.
Yeah,
that's the first thing I would do. So sometimes I you know, I have to rank things right now. I'm in school, taking care of my dad, not working. My wife just works right now, so can't have it all.
Yeah, and truthfully, if I have $500, we'd be looking at buying a couch right now. So it's kind of like in that same situation. It was like, do you really want to spend? I think it was Eckstein is like $170 to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, because Nora and I were like, that's one person that she was interested in seeing.
Yeah.
I wanted to go see.
Wait. Hold on. Ashley Eckstein is $170. Is that what you just said for signature?
I seen it was $170 for like a full on autograph. So
Wow. I didn't realize it was that much for her. That's insane.
Oh.
I thought it'd be like 70.
70 is like the low end for these creators or these are guests right now. So
Yeah, I'd be way more into artists and comic creators than celebrity autographs, but that's just me.
here, I'm pulling it up just to double check to make sure I seen that correctly.
Yeah, we don't want to misrepresent that
Yeah.
if that's not accurate.
Photo op is 120. Team up for the Clone Wars is 250.
Whew.
So,
Whoa.
and then, like I said, I was looking to meet Danny Trejo, and that's $70. But sometimes it's cheaper to go up there and just talk to them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm looking right now. She's 120. Wow. 125. And then for every 6 words in a quote, you add in $40 more. If it's 7 to 12 words, it's $80. It's nuts.
Are we talking about like a cameo type voice recording?
No, like a quote. Like if she writes a quote next to her signature, it's a extra 40 or an extra $80. So yeah, about $200 for her signature plus a quote.
And we might need to find one of those Dr. Evil $1 million memes just to pull up at the right time in the future.
Right.
And like on average, looks like most guests are charging 20 is the cheapest, and that's for Ming, who I've met Ming in the past. That dude, you can hand him a piece of paper and sign it for you. So, but it's one of those things that's very difficult, especially like right now. Everyone's like saving money.
Yeah.
And to see the price of that, I mean,
super consumer. I'm a
Yeah.
super consumer of comic books. That's what I call myself.
And you're a pass for Twin Cities Con?
No, I'm gonna go. I just have to be very frugal, more than likely.
No, and, I love the fact that they got such a good guest list to draw people in. But like you said, people can't meet all the guests they want to make, all the guests they want to meet, because it adds up after a while.
I'll go take it all in. I can see over lines. I can do it all. So like, I'll just go stand behind a line and watch the hysteria for a minute.
Okay,
Take that experience in, and I'll wander away and do it again somewhere else.
Because there was something about you, Chris, though, where you just sit there and you end up chatting with the guest.
Yeah.
Like Gordon at Minnesota Con. I mean, you just had a conversation with the guy.
I thought about from the Uncanny experience and how I have now a X or Twitter account. I thought about trolling my new Canadian friends about the Blue Jays the other day, but I didn't want to do that. I think I said the only reason they had anything was Paul Molitor. But yeah, I don't know.
Chris, I like the direction this is going. How would you feel about me just riding around on your shoulders at Twin Cities Con? Would that work? Could we make that work?
For an hourly rate?
Think about it. We can figure something out.
All right. It's probably like $33 an hour. But
is he a knee gonna be okay?
But I only want to be there for 3 hours. So I mean, I think you could swing like $100. Think of the experience. You're gonna be like, hold on. You're gonna be like 8'5". Eye level.
It's alluring. What can I say?
But yeah, I just walk up, and that's why I never cared about concerts or anywhere, because it's like I just feel bad for the person behind me.
Yeah, being 5'8", 5'9", we can't see shit sometimes. So
Stilts. They make stilts.
all right, so we should probably leave it on that. Just roast it.
Okay, I'm getting Arby's delivered.
I made some bratwurst before coming over here, so
Nice. Jordan's at the office, maybe. I don't know. No.
no, he's actually
Maybe.
in an alley by a brick wall. Just
Brick wall alley.
Yeah. He's like, I'm
I
back.
feel
I
feel like this brick wall is going to be representative of my fantasy team in the ESPN league. That's why I've chosen this background.
Right.
You're gonna run into a brick wall.
Not me.
So
everybody else is gonna run into it.
Yep. Just it just needs a little bit more time to bloom.
If it's just a normal brick wall, I think any one of us could run through it. If it's a one layer, just brick wall,
like the Kool-Aid Man. So
Yep.
sure.
Like I don't want to guarantee like the Kool-Aid Man, maybe Sean, but like
yeah.
I think everybody else could at least like destroy it, not make it like cool, like slow motion destroy like Sean though.
I'm guessing it's been a while since you've run through a brick wall.
No, we'll see. We'll see.
You know, Jordan, you're talking this because you're talking all this trash because you won last year too. So
I do recall I did win last year.
You won fantasy basketball. You won fantasy football.
That was just a fluke, fantasy basketball.
I mean, like
we'll see.
I gotta re up the knowledge on fantasy basketball because I'll admit last year I got lucky just hanging in basically. So
yeah, exciting time. Now is perfect time to do some mock drafts. Get ready for fantasy basketball.
Don't do any mock drafts. Dude, your time's valuable. Damn it.
Go play some video games instead.
That's right.
Comics. No, yeah. Please let Jordan know if you're interested in fantasy basketball, or we will probably share a post on the exchange group. Well, hey, we have a draft a week from Wednesday. So a week from Wednesday, right?
On the 18th.
On the 18th.
So 13 days from today.
So
I actually have really important news. You guys like eggnog?
Most random transition ever, but yes.
Is there liquor involved in this eggnog?
Yeah, is there liquor involved with this? Yes or no?
Liquor or not?
Well,
less interested, but tell me more.
Eggnog ever. My sister used to bring up from Iowa. It's Anderson Erickson brand.
Yeah.
They now carry it at Hy-Vee.
Ooh.
So they've redeemed themselves since the Kirk Cousins cereal, which by far we threw an entire box away. You can't even give that stuff away to like a food shelf because you're giving away like something that's already stale, already tastes like double corrugated cardboard with a sprinkle of cinnamon.
John, how do you feel about that?
Sounds delicious.
God. Ugh. All right, closing out on that. That's not delicious.
Yeah, this is gonna be the first time that we come in under an hour on a live stream.
Hope Hy-Vee sees this. Don't ever make that cereal again.
So Hy-Vee needs to see this. Xfinity needs to see it. Spectrum needs to see it.
Spectrum doesn't have anybody working past 5. They don't have
That's why my internet went out.
You gotta wait until next Monday. It's Thursday. Yeah, you gotta wait till next Monday for Tim to call you back.
Yeah, somewhere between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Yeah, definitely. It's probably 8 and 4 p.m. and they close at 4:30. So
yeah,
most unhinged live stream.
Yep. All right, you guys have a good week.
Everyone have a good night. Remember, if you have any questions or any comments, please let us know during these live streams, and we'll gladly answer them.
Also, let us know if you want to have a kickball game this fall, Marvel versus DC.
But I thought it was Marvel versus everybody else.
Oh yeah, Marvel versus everybody else, because a lot of people don't seem to understand what DC is, I guess.
Yeah.
But
because I want to see a Spawn kicking the ball right now.
It's true. Yeah.
So, all right, well, everyone have a good night. Probably choose Loki over the football game tonight.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Ahsoka.
Okay.
So, all right,
Anything really.
have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Yeah.